Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading House Bill number 10048. This is the bill granting Philippine citizenship to Mr. Aleksandr Korovin. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Secretary General is directed to comply.
Ercito from the 2nd District of Capiz, guest of Senator Cynthia Villar, various youth and civil CSO organizations, Mangrove Matters Philippines, Matthew Tabilog, Jenea Cortez, Wetland International, Kisha Muanya, One Pawikan Initiative, Las Piñas, Parañaque Wetlands Youth, headed by Mark David De Guzman, Youth Strike for Climate, Kiana R. Amarnani, Young Baiteños for Environmental Advocacy, headed by Carlo J. Perez, Oceana Philippines International, headed by Attorney Gloria Ramos and Attorney Rose Osorio, May Chato, Youth for Blue Carbon, headed by Tracy Lay, Maulanin, and Yoko Diang. Guests of Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, Dr. Teresito Bacolcol, Dr. Valtin Samson from DOST. Guests of this representation, Aleksandr Korovin, Isabella Games, and Gary Ramirez. Mr. President.
To the aforementioned guests, welcome to your Senate, and the Chair would like to acknowledge as well the presence of our Secretary of National Defense, our former colleague from the House of Representatives. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we proceed with the reading. The third reading of bills. The printed copies of these bills were electronically distributed to members of this chamber on November 28, 2024 in compliance with the 3-day rule of the Constitution. With that, I move to consider on third reading Senate Bill number 2583. This is the bill on the Aklan Piña Museum and Cultural Center Act. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Secretary General is directed to comply.
An act establishing the Aklan Piña Museum and Cultural Center in the municipality of Calibo, province of Aklan. Its satellite centers, defining its purposes and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 21 affirmative votes, 0 negative, 0 abstention, Senate Bill number 2583 is approved on third and final reading. Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I move to consider on third reading House Bill number 10048. This is the bill granting Philippine citizenship to Mr. Aleksandr Korovin. I so move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved. Secretary General is directed to comply.
An act granting Philippine citizenship to Aleksandr Sergeyevich Korovin. Roll call vote. The Honorable Senator Binay, Senator Cayetano Alan, Senator Cayetano Pia, Senator De La Rosa, Senator Ejercito, Senator Estrada, Senator Gatchalian, Senator Go, Senator Ontiveros, Senator Lapid, Senator Legarda, Senator Marcos, Senator Padilla, Senator Pimentel, Senator Poe, Senator Revilla, Senator Tolentino, Senator Tulfo, Senator Villanueva, Senator Villar Cynthia, Senator Villar Mark, Senator Zubiri, the Senate President.
With 21 affirmative votes, 0 negative, 0 abstention, House Bill number 10048 is approved on third and final reading. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Estrada, our Senate President Pro Tem?
Mr. President, I just would like to explain my vote, Mr. President.
The gentleman may proceed.
Yes, I voted yes on the citizenship of Mr. Aleksandr on the premise that he committed to help our future skaters here in the Philippines after he retires from figure skating. If not, I will have to vote no. But he committed to me personally that he will help our children, our future skaters in the Philippines, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. President.
Duly noted and entered into the records. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, Senator Lauren Ligarda would like to insert into the record her explanation of vote relative to Senate Bill number 2583, Mr. President.
Noted and so inserted into the records.
Mr. President, before we proceed to the
What
other...
is the pleasure of the Honorable Padilla?
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo. Gusto ko lamang pong, yung aking pong boto ay pumapayag naman po ako, pero gusto ko lamang pong
The
magbigay
gentleman
ng...
may proceed.
Opo, salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo, sapagkat minsan na po akong nagbigay ng mungkahi na sana sa susunod naman po ng may mga ganito, yun naman pong intelektual na mga dayuhan na nag-a-apply po sa atin. Kasi meron po akong isang pagkakataon na yung summa cum laude ng Harvard, matagal na pong nakatira dito at nakapag-asawa ng Pilipina at gusto pong maging Pilipino. Pero hindi po nagkaroon ng pagkakataon. Pero sana po, ang akin lang pong mungkahi, magkaroon po sana ng espasyo yung mga intelektual, hindi po laging sa sports. Yun lamang po, maraming salamat po.
Noted and entered into the records. Majority Floor Leader.
Mr. President, I move for a minute suspension just to enable some of our colleagues to congratulate the new Filipino citizen. If the chair would allow, no? Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President,